Hi, welcome to Unit 6. In this unit, we're going to continue our systematic exploration of how desirable, what are the properties of the allocation generated by the market, and what is the role of government policy in perhaps improving on those allocations. In particular, we're going to address three specific questions. First, we're going to ask to what extent is the market going to generate equitable allocations, and if not, whether there is a role of government policy for improving the distribution of well-being and income in the market. Now, one result there that to me is a highlight of the course is that we're going to derive what is the optimal labor income tax in the presence of inequality. Second, we're going to study what are the properties, both in terms of equilibrium allocations and in terms of well-being, of a class of policies known as price controls. An example of a price control is rent control in apartments, for example. And third, we are going to look at the issue of incidence. Incidence means who bears the cost of a policy. And we're going to see and derive some very interesting results that show that legal incidence, who the law says has to pay the tax, is not equal to economic incidence, who ends up bearing the cost of the policy or the tax. Let me finish with a comment on process. You work extremely hard during the first 4 units to develop a series of basic tools for how to study basic economic questions about markets and policy. And now I hope in the last unit, and especially in this unit, you will see the payoff of all of this effort by being able to pose these very precise questions about difficult policy questions like whether it's desirable for the government to have a labor income tax, and if so, how large, and being able with these tools to derive precise quantitative answers. I hope you derive some satisfaction from this, and that looking back, you feel that all of your hard work has really paid off.